Well, my pyro maniacs. No, this is not a prediction video. No, this is not a review. This is a little something different. This is my mid-season, mid-year awards for professional wrestling in 2023. I only got 4 categories. Don't worry, it's not going to be long. I got my top 5 wrestlers of 2023 right now. Top 5 shows of 2023. Now, I only watch NXT, AEW, and WWE products, so no New Japan shows will be there. My top 5 tag teams and top 5 matches all of 2023. I'm gonna start off with the top 5 wrestlers of 2023. This is like right now. They're all in order. Um, this is a little biased as well because this is my list. So don't come after me if your favorite wrestler was not in this list. Coming in at number 5, we got the devil himself, the AEW World Champion, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, otherwise known as MJF. Now, statistically, MJF has had a great 2023. He came into the year beating Jon Moxley at Full Gear in November. Then, in March, he defended his title at AEW Revolution in a 60-minute Iron Man match against Bryan Danielson, which he's won. Big match for him. He had some TV matches against Ricky Starks, one recently against Ethan Page. He had a match against Tanahashi at Forbidden Door. Double or Nothing. He had that fatal 4-way we're not going to talk about, but he won that. He's had a good year statistically. Now, making this top 5 list, you also got to think of personally. Now, personally, I think MJF is probably one of the best heels AEW got. Definitely one of the best promos AEW got. But more importantly, he's one of the most best in-ring guys they have. I think MJF in-ring work is very, very good. He's been improving this year. He's been stepping it up. I'm very liking the work that MJF is doing. Hopefully he can keep it up and finish this year off strong. Coming in at number 4, we have the Eradicator, mommy herself, Rhea Ripley. And what a 2023 this woman is having. I mean, first starting off her dominance at Royal Rumble, going from number 1 to 30, winning the whole thing. The Elimination Chamber match, Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley versus Edge and Beth Phoenix, very good. The WrestleMania match against Charlotte, very good. Match of the year contender right there. Now the stuff with Zelina and Natalya, that was just meh, but she's still been in her bag. Like, Rhea Ripley is one of the best female workers in WWE and in all of professional wrestling. Her work with Dominic Mysterio and the Judgment Day is amazing, and it puts her at the top 5 of this list right now. Coming in at number 3, get ready to feel oozy because it's Sammy Zane. Now, this number 3 spot, I was stuck between Cody Rhodes and Sammy Zane, but I think Sammy personally has had the better 2023. I mean, this man has been on fire. Going back to Royal Rumble with the big pop after turning on Roman Reigns, the bloodline angle just put him on another level. The big Montreal match at Elimination Chamber, the big WrestleMania main event, night 1 versus the Usos, winning the Undisputed Tag Team Champions. And after WrestleMania, been putting on another show, holding it down on Raw, holding it down on SmackDown with Kevin Owens as the Undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. And the reason why I'm putting him on this list over Cody, it's because Sammy actually finished his story. He got a victory over Roman Reigns, and the bloodline has crumbled. And Sammy Zane, he knew this, and he seen it coming. And congrats to Sammy. He's having one hell of a 2023 now. I don't know how his end of the year might happen. He might fall off this list because Triple H is not really booking him, right? But he might stay on this list. Sammy Zane, 2023. Coming in at number 2, we have the visionary, the revolutionary, Seth freaking Rollins. Man, now unlike the three others before Seth did not have a good start to 2023, losing in the Royal Rumble, losing at Elimination Chamber, all because of Logan Paul, but he finally got his revenge at WrestleMania against Logan, and ever since then, this man has been on another wave. The crowd has immediately loved this man. Like, everything he does, they're singing his song for minutes at a time, interrupting promos. Seth Rollins is completely over. More over than he was 4 months ago. The match against Omos was pretty nice. The match against AJ Styles at Night of Champions, where he became World Heavyweight Champion, was pretty nice. And his match at Money in the Bank against Finn Balor wasn't too bad itself. Seth Rollins is always going to be good in the ring. His promos are always going to be good. He already had that stuff down. He's in the peak of his career, but the momentum he has, the status he has right now, it makes him number 2 of top 2023 right now. And coming in at number 1, of course, the Tribal Chief, the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. Now, of course, Roman is number 1. He's been number 1 for 3 years. This bloodline angle is amazing. Every time he pops up on WWE TV, it's cinema. It can be a SmackDown, a premium live event. It don't matter. Every time Roman is there, it's cinema. Who could forget the Royal Rumble match against Kevin Owens? Afterwards, the Royal Rumble match. Of course, the Elimination Chamber match. The match against Cody, where everybody thought he was going to lose, but no, he won. The match, he skipped Backlash, but he came back at Night of Champions and Money in the Bank. He's been taking these L's. But it's the Tribal Chief. It's time for him to start losing. And just because he loses don't mean his story isn't over. Roman is still in his peak, still in his prime. But it's time to wrap this Bloodline storyline up. But he's still number 1. All right, next is my top 5 pay-per-views / premium live events of 2023 so far. Coming in at number 5, we got NXT Battleground 2023. Now, this pay-per-view from NXT, I think this was their best pay-per-view since the 2.0 era and going back to NXT. This pay-per-view was everything for NXT. I really liked it. Every match I feel delivered. It was really one of those good pay-per-views of this year. They got the triple threat match between Wesley, Tyler Bate, and Joe Gacy was pretty fine. That last man standing match, Ilya Dragunov and Dijak, people still talking about that. And of course, the main event with Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker 2. We're going to get way more out of them two later on. But of course, this match was fine. And it was in Carmelo's hometown. So he had a big pop for that night. I thought NXT Battleground was very, very solid. Coming in at number 4, we got AEW Revolution 2023. Man, AEW shows have not been all of that this year, but they only had 3. So they won for 2. And this one, AEW Revolution, I thought it was a pretty solid show. Actually, they had Ricky Starks and Chris Jericho did fine for what it was. You had that Texas Death match with Adam Page and Jon Moxley, if y'all into that type of stuff. Me personally, I wasn't really feeling that match. I did like the blood and the gore of it, just to laugh at Jon Moxley. I like people talking about that match. Another match, we had the 60-minute Iron Man match with MJF and Danielson. That just made the show go from a 5 to a good 7.5 show. And AEW Revolution, I thought it was pretty solid. It was definitely the best pay-per-view AEW has put on this year. Coming in at number 3, WWE Backlash 2023, live from Puerto Rico. Man, these WWE pay-per-views, they've been killing it, but Backlash was something special. Like, that crowd, that atmosphere, it made that show. Like, I wouldn't put over a crowd more, but that Puerto Rico crowd was lit. Like, very good. Of course, the Bianca Belair versus Io Sky, the opening match for that was amazing. Very surprising too. They just came out there and stole a show. I'm like, damn, girls. After that, we got the Bad Bunny and Damian Priest match, the street fight. I mean, going from the entrance of Bad Bunny alone, the Falcon Arrow spot through the table. Bad Bunny don't got to do that stuff, but he did it and he put on a show. Backlash was very, very good. I had a very good time enjoying watching Backlash. And then Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar was the main event. There was a lot of blood for that. It was surprising because it was a WWE show, but Cody got his dub back after losing at WrestleMania Night 2. So that was all pretty good. I feel like they left off Puerto Rico very, very, very good. It was a very good, very enjoyable. I know I said that like 20 times, but it was. Backlash was good. Coming in at number 2, we got something that just happened recently. WWE Money in the Bank, live from the O2 in London, England. Another show where the crowd just completely made the show, putting it from a 6 to an 8.5. Like, the crowd was electric throughout the whole night. Starting off with that men's Money in the Bank, LA Knight was completely over in that match. Logan Paul was booed out the building. Every match for Money in the Bank also delivered. Like, these was one of those very good shows for WWE. The Gunther and Matt Riddle match for the IC title, very stiff, very hard hitting. The women's Money in the Bank ladder match, I thought was even better than the men's. Like, very good from them girls. Io Sky was the right winner. Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, I talked about that, but it was very good. The Money in the Bank match, of course, the main event, the Bloodline Civil War. Now, the match itself wasn't all that, but it was 32 minutes, but the cinema in the match, just amazing. That's all it needed was. And then Roman finally losing after 3.5 years. That's what we all been waiting for. It did not happen at WrestleMania Night 2, but it happened at Money in the Bank, so congrats to the Usos. Very good. It comes in at number 2. And at number 1, of course, WrestleMania 39 Night 1. I'm very, very high on WrestleMania Night 1. I think WrestleMania Night 1, they just did everything right. They did everything right. They ended off the show very, very strong with the Usos and Sammy Zane and Kevin Owens finishing off that storyline with perfection. They opened it up with John Cena and Austin Theory, though, so it wasn't too perfect. But that match wasn't that bad. That fatal 4-way with all the tag teams, crazy. They just did out there. They went out there and did their thing. Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio still in the show, of course. I didn't even talk about at Backlash how Rey and Dom and them and Carlito came out there. That was a pretty big moment, but it was a part of the match. Of course, Rhea Ripley and Charlotte just tearing the house down. Pat McAfee even returned. That was the last time we see Pat McAfee. We wish Pat McAfee well. Hopefully he comes back. I know he's not injured, but we want him back. And in the main event, of course, WrestleMania Night 1. It was very, very good, and it was the top of my list for right now so far in 2023. That was the best pay-per-view in my opinion. All right, next. Time to talk about the top 5 tag teams of 2023. Now, tag team wrestling, I love it. It's so good. But it has not been that good in 2023. I mean, we had some good matches here and there. But these guys, these tag teams, their runs haven't been all that. So you can't really, put into making a list with their runs. So this list is kind of like, how I feel about these top 5 tag teams and where they rank, and not really their current 2023 run, but just where they rank in general. It's about their run, but where they rank in general. Coming in at number 5, we got the team of Pretty Deadly. Yes, boys. Elton Prince and Kit Wilson. Love these two. These two are two of my favorite tag team right now. Like I just seen these two like last year. They came up to NXT last year and they just been on a wave. Won championship gold in NXT. They haven't really done nothing this year. They just got to the main roster, but like I said, nobody has really done nothing in tag team wrestling this year. Pretty Deadly are very good. Very good tag team. I can't wait to see their future. Coming in at number 4, Sammy Zane and Kevin Owens after climbing the mountain after beating the Usos at WrestleMania Night 1 in the main event. They have been holding it down for months now as the undisputed tag team champions. Not even a like full team, but they've been friends for 20 years and they have been cooking. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, very good. Coming in at number 3, the Acclaimed. Yo, listen, yo. And the Acclaimed has not been doing pretty much nothing of 2023 after dropping their AEW titles to the Guns. But they still have they've been there. They still get reactions when they come out to Rampage. And I'm still respect the Acclaim. They got themselves over last year. And it hasn't really done much, but I like the Acclaim. They're a pretty young team, still getting their groove on, but they come into their own. I like the Acclaim. They're really good. And either Pretty Deadly and Sami Zayn and KO, I'll take the Acclaim over them. Coming in at number 2, we got the best tag team, I think, in the world, and that is FTR. Best tag team in ring-wise. FTR are great. They haven't really done much of anything, but they have won AEW titles this year, making them 2-time AEW tag team title champions. But they haven't really had a good feud yet. But they're the best tag team, like, in professional wrestling right now. Like, if you watch one of their matches, you'll just see it. They do everything right. Everything you look for in a tag team wrestling, they do it, and they do it good. I don't really like the spots they do sometimes. Like, I mean, I don't like. I love the spots they do, like the old spots that they do that call back to like the Midnight Express or the Rock and Roll Express. I love those spots that they do. FTR are very, very good tag team. And coming in at number 1, the tag team of the best tag team in 2023 so far is, of course, the Usos. The Usos have just been killing it. And now Jey Uso is about to get a main event run. I mean, a tag team that now one of the tag team guys is about to break out into a solo. That's how you know the tag team is very, very good. The Night of Champions match, not the Night of Champions, the WrestleMania match, the Money in the Bank match, that just put them on another level than FTR. Like FTR are very good in the ring, but the Usos have the global status. They have the name recognition. They have the angle. Like, the Usos have been the best tag team of 2023. They've been bigger draws than FTR. So, congrats to the Usos. They're the best. They've been the best. See how these 5 teams can finish their 2023 off very strong from. All right, last category, last but not least, my top 5 matches so far 2023. Now, this list was kind of hard to make. I ain't gonna lie, it's not fun making top 5 matches, but this is what I came to. Don't come after me in the comments, or do come after me. I'm not gonna care. We just go at her. But coming in at number 5, we got Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest from Backlash 2023. Oh my God, what a match. What a match this was. Like, and this is only 5. Like, I was super high on this match for the show's one. But this match is very, very good. Like, if y'all didn't go out your way and watch this, which y'all probably have, go out your way and watch Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest. Very good match. Number 4, Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom 17, not their Forbidden Door match. Even though their Forbidden Door match was completely crazy, I will never forget the One Wing Angel kick out at one spot. Like, but their Wrestle Kingdom match, I know I said I wasn't going to put no New Japan matches up in here, but if y'all haven't seen this match, y'all got to go watch this craziness. These two, I've never seen anything. Like, I have not been watching wrestling for that long. So watching a match like these two, they do some crazy stuff. And I think their Wrestle Kingdom match was better than their Forbidden Door match. Even though I like the story going into Forbidden Door more than Wrestle Kingdom, I really like that match. If y'all haven't watched the Kenny and Will first match, y'all gotta go watch that. Coming in at number 3, another match I was very, very high on. Sammy Zane and Kevin Owens versus the Usos at WrestleMania Night 1. I mean, just perfect storytelling. The match itself, you don't even have to. You didn't even have to watch, but just leading up to it, the perfect storytelling, the crowd, when Sammy and KO got back together, the crowd when they won. I mean, this was just wrestling at its peak, like, done right. And the babyfaces won at the end. I think it was one of the best matches of the year. And definitely the match itself was pretty good. Pretty solid tag team match. But the ending and the story, it takes it up to that 5-star caliber level, which Dave Meltzer gave it. Surprisingly. I agree with you, Dave, on this one. Sammy and KO versus the Usos, nice match. Coming in at number 2, MJF versus Danielson in that 60-man Iron Man match. Very high on this match. It's one downside, it is very long, but you gotta get into it. Now, I was gonna put that Adam Cole versus MJF match above the Bad Bunny and Priest, but then I was like, nah. I did see that MJF and Adam Cole match live, but this match, the 60-minute Iron Man match between Danielson and MJF was better. And if you just got to get into it, you just got to stick with it, and they do some crazy stuff. The table spot, just crazy from MJF. I don't know why he keeps going for table spots. Go out your way. MJF won that match, so sorry to spoil y'all. And coming in at number 1, the best match, in my opinion, of 2023 was Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. Now, I've watched this match probably about 3 times over. And when I first watched this match, I'm like, God damn, these girls are going after it. And I watched it again. I'm like, man, this might be the best match yet. Like, this might be the best match of 2023. Like, I really had to sit back and like, man, I really like this match. Like, they went out their way and they did their thing. And it had the right finish. The only downside about this match is the story. It did not have a good build going to it. And that's one thing I did not want to put it at. I didn't really want to put it at number 1. It did not have a good build going to it. But the Danielson MJF build wasn't much better. Like, it was there, but it wasn't much better than what we got from Charlotte and Rhea. And I feel like Charlotte and Rhea, they proved themselves. They did what they did, and it was the best match of 2023. And that's it, my Pyromaniacs. Let me know how y'all feel about this list. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, obviously, and peace out.